So I was on YouTube, and when I was looking up Fanvids and everything that I created and others have created, two videos, stuck out to me. Videos that I made, believe it or not, 10 years ago. And the reason they stuck out to me is not only the fact that they were exactly 10 years ago when I made them, but mainly the fact that by looking back at them, I realized that now, around this time frame, it has been actually 20 years. That's right. 20 years I've been doing Fanvids. And it's hard to believe that, I've been doing it for that long. And, and to me, I think it's just something that, spoke to me originally when I first saw some other people out there. And this is like 2, 3 years before YouTube even, came into existence. YouTube was like barely a blimp on the radar, or just, maybe somebody's project in the garage or something. And we had the peer-to-peer networks that allowed us to basically share any of our creativity. Yeah, we had some other sites too, but they weren't, as, I guess you could say, accessible, or, really capable yet of, providing the kind of content that, we wanted to provide. And, you know, again, all we really had was, peer-to-peer networks, and, maybe even some other networks as well, but mostly peer-to-peer. And I think, well, I think the other one that was more acceptable around that time was MySpace. But, again, there was barely really any, solution outside of peer-to-peer. And a lot of us, hmm, get some Pepsi here, but a lot of us, you know, had no other choice. And I just remember, you know, and you can find it. I think I have it here on my YouTube channel, my very first fan vid. But I just decided to give it a go, and with with limit with very limited resources I had, footage and stuff, you know, I went out and did it, and I haven't stopped then. I haven't stopped since, I should say. Anytime, any opportunity, when I lived in Lawrence, Kansas, when I've, been out here and everything, I've tried to create a fan vid. I mean, I've even created some recently this year. So that tells you how long I've been doing it. 20 years is a long time. Now, true, I'm not as prominent as I used to be, where I would basically be doing one time after time after time, because obviously a lot of the softwares that are out there today, even though they are capable of doing it and allowing you to, render it, produce it, if you will, up to 4K, maybe even 8K format, they do. The disadvantage is they do take a strain on your computer or your laptop, because, of the fact that, getting them to render all these files together into a higher, format. Like, if I do a Sonic Satayam fan vid, or even a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic fan vid, or even like what I did for the recent Never Underestimate a Girl MLP fan vid, if you will, it takes a strain. It takes a strain because what it's doing is it's up converting essentially 720 720 footage, or 1080 footage, to 1080 60. You know, at the at the highest. Or if I'm patient enough, or if it does give me that breakthrough, Cyber Power Director might say, "Hey, you want to go speed through doing a 4K format? Here you go." So it basically takes a strain a little bit, on your PC or your laptop, and you have to basically wait for your PC and laptop to really catch up with itself afterwards. So for me, and having the experience I've had in the past with, laptops and PCs kind of being a little wonky at times, thank God this one has been doing okay since I got it. I don't really like taking that chance at times. I mean, I'm not saying I'm done doing FanVid. I still have one planned. It's like promote. It's like I said on the post here on my YouTube channel. I'm still going to do the Destiny one. It just takes time. It just takes time to get around to that. But but for the fact that looking back at the but for the fact, excuse me, that but for the fact that when I look back and realize it's been 20 years, it's hard to believe. It's really hard to believe that I've been pumping them out, as much as I have. Like I said, I'm not doing it as constantly as I used to, but I've been pumping them. But the fact that over the past 20 years, I've pumped out all these fan vids that you see here on YouTube and everything, even whether or not they're copyrighted or whether or not they're copyrighted or they're not copyrighted. The fact you're just seeing all these fan vids, here on my YouTube channel, that's a testament. That's a testament to the fact that I've been doing this for so long. I mean, I have several playlists themselves. You go and Google BW Roses and you put in fan vids and all that, and what will come up is not just a variety of the fan vids I've made, but you'll see like 2 or 3 playlists that I've made, because I've made so many fan vids. And again, that's a testament to how committed I've been and the fact that I still am committed to the point that eventually I'm going to do another one down the line. Like I said, it just takes time. It just takes a lot of time, to get through, to make it happen. And again, the fact that, you have programs like Cyber Power Director, like, Windows, if you will, Windows Movie Maker, or Adobe Premiere if you use that, or ULED, and you realize that they kind of take a strain, on your system. Windows obviously doesn't take as much of a strain, unless you're using video, to do do the project, and it might do a little bit of a strain there. But most of the time, if it's just you doing a comic fan vid or whatever, with pictures and everything, then it doesn't take that much of a strain, and that's pretty awesome in my opinion. But when you're using things like Cyber Power Director or ULED or like I said, Adobe Premiere, there's a good chance it will take a lot of pressure on take basically not take a lot of pressure, but it'll take a lot of pressure and put it on your computer on your PC. So that's why I'm kind of like not in a hurry at times. But to realize that it's been 20 years, 20 years just blows my mind from the fact that I did that first one, which I think was a Rescue Ranger one or a Sonic one. I can't really remember. I got to go back and look. To, like I said, doing what I've done recently, I can't really believe it myself. Honestly. I mean, I have several VCDs, data CDs, lined up here in my room, stacked up in little spindles and all that, on little protective sleeves, or stored away in the garage, that have a ton of other fan vids I've done, throughout the past 20 years. Like I said, a majority of them are probably here on my YouTube channel, and some of them are not, And what's interesting about the fact that, we now have YouTube to do this with, what's interesting about it is, we've kind of gotten to a point to where, yeah, one of the disadvantages is copyright. Like, yeah, they'll allow your video to be seen, but there's a good chance your video is not going to be seen by, everybody, because certain territories like Russia or Japan or Vietnam don't want people to see it, because either it's the artist or it's the show or it's the song. And the other thing is you can't make money off it because, honestly, you're not the one that owns the footage, or you're not the one that owns the song. So that's the only disadvantage, the bitterness, if you will, the bittersweetness, if you will, when it comes to using YouTube to upload my fan vids. The fact that, if it wasn't for the copyright, and everything, not only would I probably be monetizing, I'm going to be doing that soon, I hope, again, but, not only would I be monetizing, these videos, but I'd be basically be making a lot more money than usual. And that's a testament to, how much I like doing this on the side. I mean, the fact that one of my videos that I did, one of the first videos I did when I came here came back here to California, which is It's My Life, my Shadow the Hedgehog Sonic X AMV fan vid, if you will. The fact that that is near, from last I saw, that is near 1 million views. it's unbelievable. I mean, last I checked, it's at 966,000 plus views. And before this year is out, maybe even before the summer's out, it's gonna probably hit 1 million. And that's gonna be big for me because that'll be my first million viewed, video, that I've ever done or that I've ever had. And it's all a fan vid that, honestly, I can't make money off of due to the fact that, it's not my material, visually or audio. But still, to know a fan vid, one of the first ones I've made when I came back here, is going to essentially hit 1 million views real soon because it's at that 966,000 range. It blows my mind. And it's not the only one. It's not the only one. I've done Rescue Angel once with Hook, Line, and Sinker, and that's got a lot of views. I mean, I did the Broken one of Sonic and Sally originally, and that got a lot of views. To me, it's a testament. It's a testament to not just my creativity, but it's a testament to anybody's creativity out there that when you commit yourself to create a fan vid or a comic fan vid or an AMV or a PMV, and it gets all this viewership and notoriety, even if it takes time, it shows that, people appreciate the effort that you put in there. They appreciate the time and effort you put in there. And I think, honestly, in my opinion, that's why YouTube, kind of is a little bit more lenient in allowing, these fan vids, these fan vids, these creations of ours to be showcased, even if we don't make money off them. Because they know we put a lot of time and effort as content creators to share these with people that are fellow fans that probably enjoy the same stuff we do. But yeah, it's hard to believe it's been 20 years since I did my first fan vid, and I'm continuously still doing them. Even when I have work and everything, I do them. There have been many times where I've gone to work, come back, and I would, after I get kind of comfortable and everything, and I'm feeling up to it, I will do a fan vid, or I will resume working on a fan vid, because that's how committed I was and am, I should say. So yeah, it's hard to believe that throughout all my ups and downs, all the jobs I've had, from Burger King in Lawrence to Home Depot in Lawrence to Hastings in Lawrence to Food for Less in Lawrence to Home Depot to Walmart here in Patterson to Target and everything, to Dollar Tree briefly, to all these places I've been employed, for quite some time or briefly. Throughout all those days of employment, there are days that I would find before or after work, I would find the opportunity, if I felt up to it and I wasn't in a hurry or I wasn't too tired, I would, start or finish, I would start up or finish up doing a fan vid to provide and share with you guys here on YouTube. And to think it all started back in 2003 with just a peer-to-peer networks. Yeah, peer-to-peer. That's when it started. And again, that is like 2 or 3 years before YouTube even came to be. I mean, YouTube was basically like I said,